I feel like somebody needed to hear this today. So I whipped out my phone. I'm very grateful for the feedback, the inspirational words, and everybody's saying how they love my strengths and coming back. And like, you guys have no idea what it took to get here, the sacrifices, you know, the thinking that you was not good enough, the thinking that, nah, like, here is not it, all kind of shit. Um, and I just wanted to say this to somebody today that is an entrepreneur. If you are looking into becoming an entrepreneur, don't do it just because you would love to do it. And this is kind of like a relationship. Love is not the only thing. You have to have skill, you have to have discipline, you have to have knowledge, and the willingness to learn, and resiliency. That's a word. You have to be resilient. I don't even know if resilience is a word. Whatever. And just overall having the passion for what you do, because this path, especially when there's not, if you don't come from a family that teaches you how to deal with business, if it's not passed down, I'm just lucky that I have a family line that is very powerful when it comes to entrepreneurship. They have that spirit, and I grew up with that. I grew up and got that. And people may think, oh, wow, you just always opening businesses and stuff. And let's throw this out there, guys. So probably to the public, it looks crazy that I open this, open that, open that. But when you work for yourself and you're not going back to getting a job, that is an option. You have to become creative. You kind of have to become desperate to do any and everything. And at the end of the day, that's a good thing and sometimes a bad thing, because you need to be able to have, as I said, knowledge and skill. And you can have all the knowledge as well and all the skill and not pursue anything, because there's so many people that have the ability to do stuff, or they have the knowledge and they just don't have the skill or the spirit to execute it. I just happen to have both, and I love learning. So I find myself like learning from life, which is what you're supposed to do. And honestly, this journey, I've been on this journey for, I think February made it 15 years. Is it 15? No, I'm lying. 10 years. Wow. 10 years. And it's not for the weak. And I've witnessed myself go through so many depression, so many like, am I supposed to be this? Am I supposed to do that? Like, so many questions, so many doubts. And you have people out there with the expectations of you're supposed to know, when really and truly, how do they know that you're supposed to know that? Like, nobody was taught that in school. And there's no adult coming out there going to tell any other adult, like, okay, you have to open this bank account, this bank account, this bank account. Most people are on the phone, just surfing the net, on social media. Nobody's really actually, the average person, I don't think so, is out there looking up how do you become a millionaire, and not in a like a real positive way, as in like how do you execute a business, but more so like winning the lotto or some shit, right? But I don't want to stray. So my thing is that don't let my journey, where you see me at right now or where I'm going, make you believe that this was an easy road. I'm in a lot of debt. I still have to pay off a lot of things. So my passion to pursue or try again, I believe and know that I can do it and I will do it. It's just sometimes you don't have the resources. And I guess I wasn't, what should I say? I didn't believe in myself or know that I had the capability before. and I was running off of an emotional standpoint rather than a factual standpoint, and faith as well. So you have to run off of faith, knowing or seeing something before it actually comes to fruition. That's what faith means. And the skill, the know-how, the sitting down and planning everything, writing it out. Not to say that everything's going to go as planned, but you have a plan. And also not sharing. This is another thing. Not sharing before you actually start. Do not do this. And it's not in no way, people are wicked and bad mind. Nah, I'm not going on. Like, genuinely, I feel like it's human nature for people to try and talk you out of things. And faith is you have to stick to what that intuition, that feeling inside. So this is what you need to do, because somebody else is gonna come and probably tell you, are you sure? But you need to be super confident that that is what you're willing to do, whether you fail or not. It's okay to fail. It's okay to try many times. It's okay to get back up and do the same shit again, but you're getting up with experience and know-how now after you fail, not just winging it, And I really wanted to come on and say that, like, I really and truly, I guess something just clicked in me. I was like, nah, you need to do this, and just stop caring about what will people say and this, that. No. Like, really ask yourself. Me, I'm planning to open a franchise. This is what y'all see here. When I set it up here, I will be able to set it up in many different places. That's my goal. Why can't I have a franchise? Why can't I be like KFC? You understand? And it is what it is, and I'm gonna do it. And at the end of the day, this time around, I put my thing down on paper, a business plan. And most people think that you have to get that thick layer of business plan. Now you don't. Like, write down your numbers. Know your numbers. If you do not know your numbers, you are doomed. You cannot go and write down, okay, a plate of food or this item costs that, because you see somebody else costing it for that. And I know a lot of people do this based off of the costing classes that I've done over the past couple months. That a lot of us just look on somebody else and we never really check ourselves and see, hey, how much did you actually spend? And how much is it going to really cost to have the final product? And yeah, that's what you need to know. You need to know your numbers. You need to know accounting. And if you don't know accounting, hire an accountant. I know a lot of entrepreneurs always say, oh, but I can't afford them. Find one that you can afford, because it will save your ass from mistakes, from not, like, it's a good investment. Point blank period. Don't question it, just get it done. And really, marketing, spend money on marketing. If you don't want to do that, then you find a way to learn the skill. YouTube University is free, and there's so many videos. While you're scrolling on Facebook, let me tell you, find that shit on YouTube. How to do food photography. How do you stand out on Instagram or Facebook? People will say things like, oh, I don't do social media. But, like, do you do business? Because that's stupid. Like, how are you willing to make money if you're not willing to learn a skill or not willing to do the things that you need to do? I don't say out of my mouth that I don't do anything. I would say that I'm not strong in it, and I feel like I need to learn it, and I would learn it because I need to learn it. And even if, let's say, I hire somebody to do it, at least I have an understanding of what it takes to get it done. And, like, most times we are in our own way with our closed minds. Like, there's no way that you can't stand out and bring a good product to the market in Antigua specifically without, like, there's no excuses, because we are always on social media, and the proof is in the pudding. Like, everybody is always on social media running off their mouth. There's no excuse. So you can take 5 minutes. You can download Audible and read books. Not really you're listening, but you're reading it, right? And you could just do what you have to do to be the greater version of yourself. Like, I want my children and them to have me free, fully. I mean, they're always with me, yes, but I am not like able to spend money on them, to take them here, there, and there, like, you know, the extra shit that I just desire to have, and just to travel and be free. You know, I've been doing this for 10 years, and people like the, oh my God, that's so great, that's a compliment. No, I'm still hungry. Like, I'm still struggling. Like, I'm still struggling to pay stuff. You know what I'm saying? Struggling to do the day to day. So I created a plan because I am no longer going to be struggling. I'm not doing that no more. There's no excuses. I prefer the hardship of success rather than the hardship of being broke and struggling. Money is a tool. People try to make it feel like, oh yeah, it's a run up. No, like, shh. I deserve it. I deserve to be paid for my skill. I deserve to be, you know, I just fucking deserve it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to be like explaining myself as to why I deserve something, you know? And then I can be able to pay my debts and feel comfortable. Like, yeah, it feels good to pay off your debts and whatnot. But I literally, I'm running this business. Oh, I'm about to run this business with two amazing partners that came on board. And you know what I did? I wrote my numbers down. I was confident in what I was saying. And I went and I asked everybody. Everybody. It made me see who was in my corner. And it also made me realize that the people that you think that you should be asking is not the people that you should be asking. Ask everybody. If it's 100 people you send out a broadcast to get money, but you have to know your numbers, you have to know what they get in return, all of that good shit, you do it. And now I have not one, but two persons on board that's willing to take this business to the extra mile, and I'm so fucking grateful. So really, inspiration, do the work. There's no excuses. There's none. Like, we could make excuses when we die, because then we die, you know what I'm saying? But until then, yeah, that's just my message for today, because I felt moved to talk about that today. I was kind of going into a very hermit mode of, I don't want to share, I don't want to be out there. Nah, I don't want people to see my stuff. I don't even care, because there's no way nothing can stop this. The only how anything can stop this is if the universe takes me, and that's it, or something. But I'm like an accident or some shit, you know. But I'm really working on the business just operating without me and just managing it, and that's so exciting for me. This is literally the dream. This is my dream, to do this. And yeah, I hope y'all stay connected. Even if you don't like me, which it doesn't really matter, because I think like and hate is kind of the same thing. But you can at least respect my hustle, respect what I'm sharing, respect that I'm not a gatekeeper to any of these things. These things are actually online. I'm just living it, you know? And of course, if you want to come and support my business, and enough of that shit where people say, oh, you can't show that you're living well. Bro, why can't we black people see other black people living well? You know, inspiring that is. You know how much that feels? Like, so good. Let's stop doing that. Let's cancel that. That's the culture we need to cancel. That. So, love and light, yo. Oh my God, I hate that. No love and light. Do what the fuck you want to do. Live your best life. I'm going to do the same thing. So, later.